Hi, everyone. Welcome to your meditation practice. My name is Kremi Arabagieva if we're meeting for the first time. I am especially excited to share this meditation. Our topic today is supporting mental health, and I wanted to record this particular practice because May, which is when this is getting published, is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I have a very deep connection to this topic in general. I actually found my way to meditation because I needed additional support in the mental health sphere. So, something very deeply personal. And honestly, I started meditating in 2012 now and have been doing so ever since. So, I really, really owe a lot of my growth to this practice. And I'm excited to share it with you. So we'll go ahead and get started right away. I recommend taking a comfortable seat of your choice. As you can see, I am seated atop a meditation cushion, but you absolutely don't need anything fancy. You can sit on top of a blanket if you choose to do this on the floor, or directly on the floor is fine as well if you feel comfortable. You can also do this practice sitting in a chair, but the only thing I ask is that the soles of your feet can touch the ground. So this allows the nervous system to feel grounded and safe throughout the practice so that you can really relax. And then finally, if you do tend to have some back issues, feel free to take this practice lying down as well. All right, so we're going to take a moment to really arrive by extending the spine all the way up. So imagine there's a string pulling the crown of your head up. And through that extension, we can create more space in between the back body and each vertebra. Beautiful. And then softly we'll release our tailbone down, close the eyes, and bring our attention inward. You can release your palms directly onto your thighs and take a moment to land in your practice. So if you're sitting on the floor or on a cushion, notice the space in which your tailbone meets the floor or that cushion. If you're seated in a chair, noticing the tailbone as it rests on top of the chair, but also the soles of the feet as they melt into the floor underneath you. So taking a moment to fully arrive, to fully ground, and to imagine that you have little roots growing out from underneath your feet or your tailbone into the support underneath you, helping you feel very grounded and solid in your foundation. Beautiful, everyone. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, sigh out audibly. Let's do that together. Inhale in and exhale out. Inhale in and exhale out. Final breath. Beautiful, everyone. So taking a moment now to connect to your physical body and begin to notice any areas of tension or perhaps areas of relaxation that you may be noticing in the body. And as part of our mindfulness-based meditation, we are not going to judge anything that's arising. Instead, we are just going to be mindful and aware of it, taking the opportunity to simply learn a little bit more about ourselves and our bodies. And as you scan, notice if you're holding tension anywhere. For instance, I noticed I was holding some tension in my face, in my cheek and jaw area. And see if you can identify that space and then let it go to the best of your ability, of course. Beautiful, everybody. Next, we're going to transition into noticing What is happening in our emotional space? And I always say this, and I will forever say this: permission to be human, permission to be exactly where you are in this moment and not where you feel like you have to be. So, part of this practice is us tapping into our truth in all of its honesty. So, allow yourself to connect in a way where you're not judging what you are experiencing. Instead, you're providing compassion, love, and understanding. You don't need to know how to change or solve anything. This practice is just for being aware. Beautiful, everybody. Now let's transition to notice our mind. And so I invite you to imagine that you're sitting in an empty theater, and on the screen in front of you are your thoughts projected like a film from scene to scene. And so remind yourself at any moment that you tend to get lost in one thought, remind yourself that you are actually the observer of your thoughts, remembering again that you are sitting in the audience watching this film unfold in front of you. A gentle reminder that we are not our thoughts, we are the observers of our thoughts. So allowing this little bit of space to bring in curiosity and compassion. Beautiful, everybody. And so now let's come back into the body if the mind has wandered at all. And take a moment to arrive into your breath. Notice at first if your breath feels shallow or deep or somewhere in between. Again, no judgment, just noticing. And then I'm going to have us transition into a breath pattern in which we're going to inhale on a count of 4 and exhale on a count of 6. So I will count you down the first few times, and then I will signify when you should be counting on your own. So this particular breath pattern is absolutely incredible for any moment you're experiencing stress, anxiety, or overwhelm. It's that elongated exhalation that allows us to tap into our parasympathetic nervous system via our vagus nerve, which is one of the largest nerves in the body, connecting from the brainstem to the lower part of the body. So this is us activating our relaxation response. And even as little as 90 seconds of breath work in this way can help us activate this part of the system. So let's go ahead and do this together. We're going to inhale on 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue to breathe in this way, in on a count of 4, out on a count of 6. If you feel comfortable and want to exhale for longer than 6 counts, that is absolutely okay. but just make sure that you're not straining your breath. This should be a relatively comfortable deep breath practice. So we're really inhaling into that abdomen area. And if your mind begins to wander at any time, that is absolutely okay. The moment you notice it wandering with compassion, just bring your awareness back into the counting of the breath. One of my favorite things about this breath is that it does wonders for enhancing our focus and concentration, because the likelihood is if we're no longer counting the breath, it's likely that the mind has wandered. So, such a great tool to continue anchoring back into your awareness. So, go ahead and take just a few more deep breaths like this. As you inhale, bringing fresh oxygen in through the nostrils, allowing that oxygen to travel all the way down the body, massaging each muscle, bone, ligament, organ, sweeping out anything that no longer serves. And as you exhale, you release, letting go of anything that you no longer wish to take with you. So, any self limiting beliefs, any judgments, any stress and tension you wish to leave behind. Allow that to be the intention as you exhale, allowing that exhalation to ground you even deeper into the support of your seat. So take another 3 breaths before we release that practice. Beautiful, everyone. Once you finish your third and final breath, release any sort of breath control. Come back into your body and take a moment to notice if anything may have shifted. And again, there's no right or wrong, just becoming aware, training that awareness muscle, noticing your physical body, emotional space, and your mental space. Beautiful, my friends. And then we're going to bring our palms together at the heart space. Big thumbs are going to touch the chest. And take a moment to connect to a little bit of gratitude. So think of anywhere from 1 to 3 things that you feel grateful for. Beautiful. And then bringing your big thumbs to the forehead, bowing down to yourself, to each and every beautiful human in this community. Namaste. Go ahead and open your eyes and welcome back, my friends. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or feedback. I love hearing from you all. And I hope that this practice is something you can turn to when life gets a little too crazy out there. Sending so much love your way. Have a beautiful rest of your day.